All right, so there's reports right now out on ESPN. Excuse me, I'm in my bathroom. Excuse the background stuff. I don't care really, but this is on the go news. Let's go. Let's get it. Right, I was the first one to report besides ESPN about Jimmy Butler being traded to the Philadelphia 76ers before all the big people out in um, you know, that reported on it today, that reported on it on Saturday afternoon. I was actually the first one to report about it, besides ESPN, and reporting Jimmy Butler being traded to the Philadelphia 76ers and Robert Covington, Dario Saric, and Jared Bayless in the second round pick being traded to Minnesota. All right. So just wanted to get that out there. I'm really happy that video has had in 2 days 508 views. Now that is the most views that I ever had in 11 minutes. I had 86 views. Y'all, so keep it coming. Please subscribe to my channel. Help brother out. All right, help brother out, man. Come on, man. Help brother out. All right, but look, let's get into it. So Carmelo Anthony. All right. Obviously, we've heard reports about Carmelo Anthony not being happy. Um, with his playing time and whatnot, meeting with Mike D'Antoni and the coaching staff or whatnot, being away with an illness. That's my wife. Being away with an illness, and whatnot, and him not being a part of the team this past game that the Houston Rockets have won. Okay, so right now there are reports on ESPN about Carmelo Anthony looking, not looking, but Carmelo Anthony possibly having potential teams and potential landing spots that he could be, um, uh, um, that he could be. Hold on, let me start over. Okay, Carmelo Anthony. There's a report on ESPN about potential landing spots for Carmelo Anthony. This is not that big of a surprise. The Houston Rockets most definitely for these 10 games have used Carmelo as a scapegoat, okay? Um, they lost two of their premier defenders, and the Houston Rockets have been looking awful since this season has started. But right now, breaking news, there are reports that Carmelo Anthony has potential landing spots. I don't necessarily know if it'll be today. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be by the end of this week. But Carmelo Anthony, I believe, will not be in a Houston Rockets jersey any longer. I had the opportunity, I'll put the link in the description. I had the opportunity to watch the Chris Paul, um, the Chris Paul interview when they interviewed him about Carmelo Anthony and his situation. He looked like when when a person doesn't necessarily want to answer a question, so they don't answer it, but they answer it at the same time. Do y'all get what I'm saying? So Chris Paul didn't really answer the question, but he answered the question about Carmelo Anthony and the situation going on with him. Chris Paul did not back him up. They may be friends, but Chris Paul did not back him up in this situation. Carmelo Anthony was doomed from the beginning, I believe, but that's my opinion. Um, I agree with Steven Jackson about his take on Carmelo Anthony being a scapegoat and trying to blackball Carmelo Anthony and for him being a reason why the Houston Rockets have failed the way they have. Um, and it was just interesting seeing how Chris Paul in that interview was like, well, we'll see what happens. If that was my friend, and I believe, truly, truly, truly believe that Carmelo Anthony was not a detriment to this team, I would say out my mouth, Carmelo Anthony is with us till the end. He is a great player. He's been fantastic with us. He's been, you know, he's been, a great teammate, a great, person on the team. He's provided energy for us. Yes, we've all had shooting nights. Yes, we've gone on a losing streak, and we don't look too good. But I believe that we're all gonna get on the same accord, and we have to, and da 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 da. I would leave no doubt whatsoever. But Chris Paul did. It's interesting that Dwayne Wade, there's like literally a complete difference, from how Dwayne Wade responded, because Dwayne Wade's on the outside looking in. So of course he's like, oh, they can't put the Houston Rockets, issues on Carmelo Anthony and blah 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 blah. I stand with Carmelo Anthony, blah 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 blah. But then on the other hand, a person that's actually involved in the situation, okay, who is Carmelo Anthony's friend, Chris Paul, is leaving people to question Carmelo Anthony's um, Carmelo Anthony's what's the word, life expectancy in a Houston Rockets uniform. All right, he's leaving people to question because he did not give a straightforward answer. So that's another thing that I wanted to just bring to your attention. So that's the news right now. Um, I mean, big NBA news. I don't know what team he'll be on. He'll gel on. I could see, man, it would be awesome to see him in the Golden State Warriors uniform to get a ring. To be honest with you, because if that happens, man, look, it'll be the the NBA's worst nightmare. Because now you got Carmelo Anthony come off the bench for the Golden State Warriors, bruh. Oh my gosh! Look, that's just an opinion and a, you know just I'm throwing it out there. But I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Lakers. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Utah Jazz. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the Philadelphia 76ers. I wouldn't mind seeing him on the what's another team out there? Oh, the Milwaukee Bucks coming off the bench. Wouldn't mind seeing him there. Um, where else? Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him in Memphis, on the Memphis Grizzlies. I wouldn't mind seeing him in any of those uniforms. The Indiana Pacers, coming off the bench, wouldn't mind uh, at all. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this Carmelo Anthony situation. All right. Uh, if what team he should go to, what potential teams you think that he needs to, he would be good on. I mean, if you're a Carmelo Anthony hater fan, I mean, if you're a Carmelo Anthony hater, please, all right, just think about what's going on. If you start with that BS, with the whole like talking about people and insulting people, I will delete you from this channel. Period. All right. Period. Period. Just facts and just opinions, but nothing disrespectful. Like, we don't got to go there. Like, this is an actual human being. So let me know what you think of the potential teams that you would like to see Carmelo Anthony on. Also, let me know what you think about this news. Um, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe, man. Let's get it. Peace.